Now, Fox 5 weather.
And at 6:17 this morning, we're starting things out with a gorgeous sunrise taking place across our valley. But don't let this fool you. The wind's starting to pick up across some of our valley locations. And for more on some of the wind that maybe he is experiencing this morning is our own Dylan Kendrick. Now, Dylan, you're right near two different observations in the valley, one gusting into the 30s and the other only producing wind gusts at about 12. So would you say you're right in the middle of that, or how are things out there?
You know, it's actually interesting that you bring that up, because I was looking off to the west here towards Martin Luther King in Washington. You have some of the taller palm trees out that way that seem to be swaying a lot more than some of the palm trees situated behind me. So we definitely are on that line. Of course, some neighborhoods gustier than others this morning. You can see a good shot of that sunrise coming up behind some of those trees that are waving around out here. But yeah, if you are stepping out of the house today, you are going to be feeling the wind blowing out there. Now, Cassandra's mentioned, and I want to mention too, since I'm the one out here in the field this morning, that this isn't as cold as some of the wind events that we've seen in the past. So the wind that is blowing through here is relatively warmer. I'm going to say relatively warmer. It's still a little bit of a chilly morning out here, but you can definitely see once you step out that front door, you will be feeling those wind gusts. I'm going to send it back to you, Cassandra.
Thanks, Dylan, and I can even hear the wind being picked up on your microphone this morning as well. And of course, it's only going to be getting stronger throughout the day today. Phenomenal sunrise taking place for us right now, but wind advisory already in effect for our local mountains and Red Rock Canyon area, where our local mountains already seeing the wind gusts into the 50-mile-per-hour range. Red Rock area gusting at about 35, and several of our valley locations now starting to see a little bit more wind. Now, the valley locations and also down the Lake Mead recreational area, down the Colorado River Valley into Laughlin, expecting to see that wind advisory go into effect at 10 a.m. So again, already in effect for our local mountains. And in the next few hours, we have the potential to see valley-wide wind gusts to about 50. Current conditions outside right now, as Dylan was mentioning, not quite as chilly as what we've been seeing with some of our previous systems. 58 degrees outside currently. Wind speeds out of the south at about 9 miles per hour. That's out at McCarran, but we're going to show you some spots that are already getting windy this morning. 54 degrees is what you're waking up to in El Leonte, 59 Nellis Air Force Base, with 57 degrees in Anthem and 56 in Summerlin. Look how breezy it is out in Henderson. Wind speeds to 21, with North Vegas seeing wind speeds to 24, but currently gusting to 25 in Henderson and gusting to 30 up in North Las Vegas as we gust to 20 Nellis Air Force Base. So again, starting to notice more of that wind increasing for us, but it will be peaking later on today. 9 a.m. 57 degrees, 1 p.m. 67, 4 p.m. 66, and by 7 p.m. we'll be at 59 degrees, keeping the strong wind with us as we increase our cloud cover. And of course, very mild conditions expected today with a daytime high of 67 degrees. That'll put us 7 degrees above average for this time of year. But don't get too comfortable with that warming trend just quite yet. We're going to go from warm and windy today to windy and cooler Thursday as we switch the wind direction out of the north, and then we prepare for a beautiful weekend. So we have another incoming cold front that will be dropping our temperatures for us as early as tomorrow. So the morning gets underway, wind speeds well into the 20 to 30 mile per hour range, 30 and 40 mile per hour breezes by the 1 o'clock hour. As we head towards 4:30, starting to see a little bit of a break in the wind as we switch the wind direction out of the north later on tonight. Wind speeds well into the 30 mile per hour range into early Thursday morning, and we're going to be ushering in much cooler temperatures, finally starting to see the wind subside by late Thursday into Thursday evening as well. So we go from 67 to 58, keeping things windy. Low 60s Saturday into Sunday, mid 60s return with sunshine and a mixture of high clouds as we head into early next week. We'll focus more on the weekend coming up in the next 15 minutes. But